The richest man on earth is living in a house smaller than your garage, and he paid less than $8,000 for it. Why? The real reason is nothing like what you've been told. Most people laughed when Elon Musk said he didn't own any vacation homes and only lived in a medium-sized place in Austin and a tiny house near Starbase. But the surprise wasn't the confession, it was the price. Less than $8,000 for a home the richest man on the planet sleeps in every night. At first, it sounded like a joke, maybe even another wild Musk stunt. But then the photos surfaced, the specs got released, and everything changed. This wasn't some flimsy shed or a backyard cabin. It was the first fully engineered Tesla tiny home. A portable, solar-powered, factory-built structure designed with the same precision as a Tesla vehicle. And Musk didn't just endorse it. He became the very first customer. What shocked people even more was how complete the home was. A living area, a functional kitchen, a real bathroom, a sleeping zone, and enough room to actually host friends. All inside 280 square feet. And somehow, it didn't feel small. In fact, the way Musk described it, the house felt more comfortable than many modern apartments. That's when the real questions started spreading. Why would a billionaire, someone who could build a palace anywhere on Earth, choose to live in a foldable, factory-made tiny house? And the answer wasn't what anyone expected, because what Musk was testing wasn't about lifestyle, it was about the future of housing itself. The real shock isn't just the price, it's what's inside. When people hear tiny house, they imagine a cramped box with barely enough room to breathe. But Tesla flipped that idea upside down. Inside this $8,000 unit, you'll find a minimalist, ultra-modern interior designed the same way Tesla builds its cars. Efficient, clean, and futuristic. Every inch has a purpose. Hidden storage. Fold-away furniture. A layout engineered so smart that a 280 square foot home feels far larger than its dimensions. And the best part? It's completely off-grid ready. Solar power on the roof, battery storage built in, and energy systems that make the house run almost entirely on its own. This isn't just a home. It's a blueprint of how Elon Musk believes the future of housing should look. Affordable, sustainable, and accessible to everyone. But here's where things get even crazier. Tesla isn't just selling a tiny home. They're selling a lifestyle upgrade. Imagine this. You park your home anywhere in the country, connected to solar, and you're living with almost zero monthly costs. No outrageous rent. No unpredictable electricity bills. No maintenance headaches. And because the house is ultra-light and designed with modular panels, you can tow it with a standard vehicle and relocate in a single afternoon. It's the first home that actually moves with your life instead of trapping you in one place. People are already calling it the iPhone of houses, sleek, portable, energy efficient, and way ahead of its time. For many, this is the closest thing to financial freedom they've ever seen. And if you think the mobility is impressive, wait until you hear what Tesla built into the tech system. This tiny house is fully integrated with the Tesla ecosystem. From your phone, you can control lighting, temperature, energy usage, door locks, and even get AI-powered maintenance alerts before anything breaks. The walls are insulated with aerospace-grade materials designed to handle extreme heat and cold with minimal energy loss. The air inside stays purified, the temperature stays steady, and the house uses a fraction of the electricity of a normal home. Even better, optional Starlink integration means you can live in the middle of nowhere and still have high-speed internet faster than what most cities offer. It's not just a house. It's a smart home that outperforms many full-size homes today. But the story doesn't stop at technology. It gets even more ambitious. Tesla isn't just making one-off tiny homes. They're creating a whole network of modular, stackable houses that can grow as your needs change. Want to add another bedroom? Slide in another module. Need a second story? Stack it on top. A single 280 square foot unit can expand into a multi-level home for a family of 5 without ever losing efficiency or comfort. And Musk's vision goes beyond individual homes. Tesla plans to turn existing supercharger stations into mini communities, each hosting several tiny houses with shared energy grids and community spaces. Imagine a world where fully self-sufficient, tech-enabled, portable homes are scattered across the country, affordable, sustainable, and ready to live in on day one. The question isn't if these homes will exist, it's how quickly they'll change the way we think about housing forever. Now let's talk about the part that blows most people's minds, the price. Under $8,000 for a fully built, move-in ready home. No hidden fees, no months of construction, no land taxes included. And while skeptics immediately assumed corners were cut, the reality is the opposite. Every panel is precision engineered, every wall reinforced, and every component stress-tested to last decades. Tesla even includes energy-efficient windows, smart ventilation, and modular plumbing. Features most prefab homes would charge double for. And here's the kicker. Early buyers are reportedly snapping them up faster than production can keep up, with nearly 100,000 orders already on file. Musk's pricing strategy isn't random. It's deliberately low to prove a point. Housing can be affordable, high-tech, and fast, a radical departure from traditional construction. And that's just the beginning of what he has planned next. The future of these tiny homes is even more mind-blowing. Tesla isn't stopping at single units. Musk's vision is a network of entire tiny house communities. Starbase Village in Texas, planned clusters in Nevada, and partnerships in California are just the start. Each community will feature shared energy systems, gardens, workspaces, and infrastructure designed for efficiency and sustainability. Even more astonishing, Tesla is converting hundreds of its supercharger stations into micro-neighborhoods, each capable of hosting multiple homes. The goal isn't just to sell houses, it's to redefine urban planning, distributing affordable, tech-enabled housing across the country while remaining fully self-sufficient. This is where a simple $8,000 tiny home transforms from a curiosity into the foundation of a massive, futuristic housing revolution. So what does all of this really mean? Elon Musk didn't downsize because he wanted to simplify his life. He did it to test the future of housing. A home smaller than a garage, built in hours, powered by solar, connected to smart systems, and priced under $8,000 isn't just a novelty. It's a blueprint for how homes could be built, sold, and lived in around the world. Most people think a tiny home this cheap must be full of compromises. But Tesla engineered every detail to be far more advanced than traditional prefabs. The walls aren't drywall. They're composite panels compressed under 250,000 pounds of pressure, designed to withstand storms, heavy winds, and even snow. The steel frame foundation is lightweight but strong, and every joint is pre-measured to millimeter precision, the kind of engineering usually reserved for rockets, not homes. Inside, Tesla quietly integrated energy-smart technology that goes beyond solar panels. The home's battery and climate system can adapt in real time, storing excess energy during the day, regulating indoor temperature, and minimizing waste. Rumor has it that Musk's personal unit includes experimental AI sensors that track air quality, humidity, and energy usage, sending suggestions for optimal efficiency straight to his phone. Tesla also optimized soundproofing, water circulation, and ventilation in ways most buyers won't notice until they live there. For example, even cooking smells are nearly eliminated by an automated ventilation system, and the shower uses smart water recycling tech to reduce waste without sacrificing comfort. This chapter of hidden engineering proves one thing. This tiny home isn't a toy or a cheap gimmick. It's a highly engineered, tech-forward experiment in what the future of living could look like, and every feature is designed to scale seamlessly for mass production. Transition to next section. And even with all this cutting-edge engineering, the part that shocks most people still comes down to the price. Tesla's tiny house initiative challenges everything we know about affordability, mobility, and sustainability. It proves that high-quality, tech-enabled housing doesn't have to take months to build or cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And with Musk expanding into micro-communities, modular stacking, and nationwide deployment, this tiny house could be the first step toward a housing revolution that touches millions. The richest man on Earth chose to live in a box, not because he had to, but because he wanted to show the world what's possible. And if this experiment succeeds, the way we think about homes, neighborhoods, and even cities may never be the same again. The question isn't whether you should buy one. The real question is, are you ready for a future where this tiny house becomes the new standard?